Live.
Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 16 Austrian Grand Prix live from the Spielberg Red Bull Ring in, of course, the magical tree land of Austria. We're here. We've done this a little bit late this evening because I've had a few connection issues, as per. But unfortunately, this evening, Rigsy X, who I usually commentate with, unfortunately, he can't be with us this evening due to displaying symptoms of the coronavirus. So unfortunately, he's had to... Sorry, Matt, could you just turn your mic down a little bit? Echoing a little bit. Thank you. Played symptoms of the coronavirus. Unfortunately, I really do hope he gets well and he makes a full recovery. But I'm joined by ex-veteran of the league, you could say, Euro Matty JH65, who returns to the league this evening, not as a driver, but as a commentator with me tonight. So, Matt, we're here in Austria. A track which is definitely dominated by the straights. How is the setup going to work? Because obviously you need that grip in the second sector.
Yeah, it's an awkward track. I mean, you need that low downforce down the straights, but you also need that high downforce for the start of sector 2 and sector 3. So it's all about finding that balance, really. So finding that balance is going to be key.
Definitely. It's definitely going to be key here in Austria, but of course the drivers are definitely going to be treated like trees this evening. I mean, people are saying about all these cars going around. I mean, Austria, they know how to reduce that carbon footprint, I'll tell you that. So at the moment, VRG Dominic is topping the timing sheets at the moment. Very, very close as you'd expect around Austria. Matt, the grid space out by 8 tenths. Maybe you get that down later in the session. But Dominic's P1 at the moment, 103.8. We're going to keep an eye on him. I think he's on a lap. Yes, he's on a lap at the moment. And keep an eye on him, Matt. So from your experience racing around Austria, how important is it for these drivers to, maximise as much time possible on this track? How important is it?
It's very important because obviously being lots of braking zones around this track, there's 3 of them. And also track limits are very difficult in turn 1, so it's all about really maximising the corner as much as possible without really invalidating your lap times. But it's all about finding the smooth driving around here, keeping it nice and smooth, and hopefully the car will stick, especially around 2 left-handers in the middle part of the track.
Definitely.
So, yep.
I think a driver that we could definitely be looking out for is the 3 Brazilian drivers, Bia Mauri and Bia Bruno Will. They're definitely going to be up there, I think. Bruno Will, of course, second in the Tom Cars. He's been doing incredibly well around these European tracks. What did you make, Matt, of Bruno Will's dominant display last time out in France?
I mean, from what I've seen, it's changeable weather. So obviously, he's nailed the changeable weather, and is obviously able to maximise his pace in the dry and in the wet. So that obviously shows very good driver from him, I guess.
He's able to maximise his pace up in the P number 2, Matt, at 103.887. That's a very good lap time there from
400 off.
So very, very good. I mean, you're very good at maths, Matt, because I couldn't do that. Sherka is in P8 then, is into the pit lane. He's not had a very good season so far, people, but I'm sure he'll be able to do better here in Austria. He's coming in P8. I think Austria is a circuit he's good at. Not much really happening, Matt, here in qualifying, as per usual. We're waiting, I think, for the final few stages of the session. Mercury then, he's on lap 3. No, he's not. Urban Unicorn's on lap.
Okay, it's not
Matt, Urban Unicorn's on lap. So let's take us through. There's a butterfly outside my window. That's a very nice sight there. And Urban Unicorn definitely muched up the first corner there.
Yeah, he's one wise. He's going to hope he didn't get a divided lap time from that.
That's not very good.
He's lifting off.
Yeah,
so that's his lap done.
That's him done. Back in the pit lane. Buckley's on lap. Winning P18.
Mauri's on the lap.
Mine's on lap. Let's have a look. don't know how much time that is that he's gained in the first sector. I'm not good with my times. Under 110. Is that hundredths we go into? Honestly, I'm so bad. Three and a half hundredths, I think. So, I don't know.
Well, between Dominic and Bruno, there's 400s. So.
Okay. Mari then, let's have a look. He's up. I don't know if he's lagging a lot on your screen, but he's lagging quite a lot on my screen.
Yeah, it's fine for me so far, so.
Look for connection again. And he's going to activate that DRS. Is it going to be a 103? No, it's not.
It's lifting off.
104.8.
He lifted off at the end there, so I'm not sure.
Very, very close between the top 5 at the minute. As you'd expect around this Austrian Grand Prix circuit.
Everyone's coming out at the same time to do the laps, next lap.
It's going to be very interesting. A new driver as well, shall I add, Matt?
Yep.
Ivory Odd Clinical. He is a returning driver to the league this evening, obviously in that Renault. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what he can do. I think he's a good driver. I think he's got some good pace, so he'll be able to show that in the race. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure really how. I don't know how Clinical is compared to how he was when he was in the league before, but we're going to definitely find that out this evening. Right, Dominic's on lap and he's got a slipstream off Shirka.
Maybe.
Keep an eye on Dominic now.
Yep. I was thinking maybe we give him a slipstream, but I don't think that'll happen really between them two.
Yes, I was thinking that. I definitely get a slipstream down the first straight though, so that definitely helps him into the second corner.
Yeah, flags. I think somebody's just letting somebody through. So let's keep it nice and smooth on there.
User. He's up on his time.
Yep.
Using all the exit curve there. There we go, then he's going to come. The final 2 corners definitely may incorporate the lap, don't they?
Yeah, he's very committed to high-speed corners, so that inside curve on the last corner can be... You do not want to hit that right underneath the car, otherwise your car will just basically lift up and basically you just go wide. So it's still about staying committed. And the second to last corner, the entry curve can be very awkward to use if not used correctly. So that can also ruin your lap as well.
For Rondi then, there's a bit of impeding going on between him and fellow countryman Bruno Wilbert in the second sector. I don't know if you was watching that, Matt, but yeah, that definitely compromised you for that. Let's just see then, it's looking like a good one.
He's improved, but not by enough to game anywhere else in terms of position. So
Bruno Will's in P2 now. So I swear Bruno Will was off the circle. Oh! Wow, there you go. There you go. Brazilian out there from the Bruno Will's final opportunity now here in qualifying to snatch pole position off Dominic. Dominic's backed off his lap, Matt, so it's going to be all or nothing now for Bruno Will. Who's the racing point off there?
The racing point, I think it might be Kyle. It's Kyle.
Sorry, your mic is slightly echoing. I can hear myself with your mic because that's what it is. Bruno Will is down on his lap for about 5 seconds. Dominic currently in P1, but Bruno Will's going to get some impeding going on in the final 2 corners. Doesn't mean enough. He's gone wide there, and Bruno will have to settle for P2 here. Yep. Enzo's on a good lap, he's in P5. That's a good lap there from Enzo. He's best qualifying to date in STV. Fusion's on the lap, Matt.
Yep.
Oh, well, it looks like he's going to start at the back. Yeah,
obviously he's not been able to do a good lap time because I think a 109 is not a competitive lap around here.
Or maybe he's trying to on a different strategy. We do know Fusion does like his starting from the back, but as I see Domi in P12. But Matt, very decent qualifying there from the drivers. Very intense session. And yeah, it was very, very interesting to see who was on pole. Your pole sitter then, VRG Dominic, he takes pole position. Second is his rival, BR Bruno Will. The third driver in the championship, Eke, he follows closely behind, all spaced out by 500s. Fourth will be Perondi, fifth Enzo, he's best qualifying to date. Sixth, Mari, seventh, Kyle, eighth, Hamjam, ninth will be Cherka, 10th will be Libero, who's always qualifying up there in that top 10, back in the top 10, very consistent. 11th is Urban Unicorn, 12th is Domi, 13th Mercury, 14th Jamham, 15th Clinical, 16th is Gravity, 17th is Danny, 18th is Buckley, and starting at the back of the field will be Toxic X Fusion in the Alfa Romeo. So that is it, Matt, for the qualifying here in Austria. Who I can't speak. Who stood out for you in that session?
It's very close qualifying because Austria naturally being a short circuit, everyone's going to be very close. So you got to take that into account. But I think it's all depends if they can get the race start done and they can get it clean off the start. And if he can pull a gap, I honestly think, I think Eddie Perondi would probably go a good chance. But it's just, it's anything can happen around here. It's very close, so it's lots of slipstream and DRS. So we're just going to see who can take advantage of that and gain the right positions.
It'd be interesting as well if we get some rain as well, like the French Grand Prix last 2 weeks ago. That was a very good change of conditions there, and that definitely affected.
It's looking a bit cloudy right now, so I wouldn't take that into consideration.
Okay then. So the drivers start then their formation lap. I believe 9 turns on this track. Is that correct?
I believe it is. Maybe 10.
9 corners. So the 9-turn Red Bull Ring in Austria, in Spielberg, is going to play host then to the Austrian Grand Prix this evening. First is Dominic. Second, Bruno Will. Third is Eke00. Your 3 championship contenders. Very, very close in the championship. Of course, it's all about getting them points. It's a shortened season, of course, due to the release of F1 2020. It's going to be a very interesting game. But it's a shortened season. So we need to make sure that... I don't know why I can hear myself through your mic again. What's going on? Turn it down just a little bit. So as I was saying, I want to get all the... Pardon?
The mic's been playing up the last couple of months, so it's most of the time it's fine.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Well, Dominic is in P1, second is Bruno Will, third is Eke. Of course, as I said, it's very important for these drivers to get as many points as possible.
Yep.
It looks like Perondi wanted to get a head start to the grid slot. Look.
Obviously, being a short season, I mean, mistakes obviously need to be a minimum because there's less races to gain those points back. So
definitely, well, Bruno Will's definitely been up there. He had a few bad races, of course. Bahrain was one of them where he collided with DJ Danny. Same in, I believe, it was Spain, I believe. But no, Canada. So, yeah. It may have been Spain as well. There's a very bad relationship between those 2 drivers. So then, Matt, who's going to win?
I think Dominic's got a good chance this if we can take it away from the start.
Okay, here we go. 5 lights and away they go for the Austrian Grand Prix. It's a decent start there from Dominic. He's got away well. Eke follows through, but Perondi's already on the inside. He's already overtook Eke Danny at turn number 1. Well, that might just be the lag, but he's alongside now. He's ahead of the McLaren. Bruno Will now is in the slipstream of Dominic now as they come up into turn number 1. Turn number 2 rather, and Fusion's already cut up.
Oh, that's a bit close. The Mercedes has made it 3 wide into turn 3, so that was a bit of a sketchy one there. Oh, and I believe Maldi has left, so I'm guessing I'm going to try and get him back in, but I struggled to get him to the party. But anyway, Bruno Will has stayed in 2nd place. The top 3, Perondi's obviously got 3rd place from Eke, but the top 2 hasn't changed so far, so everything's looking good for the top 2. Just follow the track through. We can see Enzo's already seen the gaps being pulled away already, but we've seen them a lot closer down at the back of the grid here. Two Ferraris, 7th and 8th, looking, I'm guessing looking to try and gain some positions if they can. Let's just try and see if we can get Maldi back in. So let's just see if he's disconnected or not. If I can get him back in. I think he's disconnected from the party as well. Yeah, he's disconnected from the party as well, so let him sort what he needs to do right now. But looking quite tight right here. Now we've got the Alphas, I think, defending from the Ferrari, I believe. No, the Alphas took the position. Libero's took the position off Churka, so Libero's up into 8th place. Well, Fusion's already up into 15th after starting last, and DJ Danny is at the bottom. What's happened to him? Is there any damage from him, or no? It's just Mercury's also down in 17th. Let's get the tyre compounds up, shall we? But it's not looking. It's looking a good start for Toxic Fusion right now. So it's a good start for him. Yep. So you made 4 positions up at the start. There you go. Get the tyres up. Anyway, we've got good start. Bruno Dominic is still leading the race after the second lap now. Top 2 hasn't changed, so it's this is in 2-3 right now. I've got Eke down in 4th. Has he got DRS issues? Because he's not using his DRS according to me. So that's a bit of a strange one. Is it just the start? Okay, maybe it's just a. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Do they have a detection point? Must be. I think Eke's got DRS issues. I honestly think he's got DRS issues already. He's not using his DRS, so I think he's got. That's not good around this circuit with 3 DRS straights. That is really not good there. Top, you can see the pretty much from 12th to 11th, all 12th to 19th, all using the alternate strategy, all starting the mediums. Apart from Mercury, he's gone on to. Oh! Dominic's just spun, and Urban Unicorn has gone straight into him and lost him on his front wing. I don't know what happened there, but it's obviously been some sort of contact, or Dominic has spun and then obviously gone into. I don't know what there, but it's obviously not good. I mean, that's ruined Urban Unicorn's strategy. So he's going to have to pit on the medium compounds. Is not what he would have wanted, because he wanted to take those tires long, but obviously now he's going to have to. Obviously got to pit now earlier than you want to. Let's just see what tyres they go on to. Let's try and get to the lead here. We've got Toxic Fusion looking into to gain more positions right now. Looking strong, up into 13th right now. We can try and get Maldi back into the game. If I don't think I'll be able to. But let's continue. Gravity's run a bit wide there, so you can see the people on the medium tyres are falling behind from the softs. So obviously those softs are doing well for the first few laps. Got very close since top 3. There's 4 tenths splitting from Dominic, Bruno Will, and Ferrandi. All got DRS here. Eke's fully struggling to keep up without the DRS. Up the inside for Bruno Will, up into turn 3 into the right hander. He's got the job done. Is Dominic able to come back or not? Fondi might be looking to get back from this, but Bruno Will is taking the lead off Dominic right now, and Fondi's looking to. Dominic defends. Fondi's going to go round the outside into turn 4. No, he's going to stick behind him for now. Eke struggling with his DRS. And we've got the 2 racing points looking very close. Dirty air is going to be quite bad around here, so just going to try and hold off and try and get back into the DRS zones and go for it again. Yeah, 3.6 seconds between the softs and the medium runners, so the soft tyres are definitely looking good for now, but those medium tyres will be coming in later. But penalties will be one to watch out for, because this last sector can be quite harsh on your penalties, so that's what we're going to look out for. Okay, I think has got his DRS back, I believe? No, he hasn't. Oh, he has now. Eke's got his DRS back. That's good for him. Dominic's looking to try and get his first place back, but for now it's looking very close for his top 3. but he's got DRS. Looks a bit too far behind to do anything to worry Bruno Will. But no, these three drivers looking very close. They all have very similar pace. Eke's looking to get back with them. Well, the Racing Point's getting a bit close here. So I think starting to split apart, but apart from the leaders, everything's looking a bit trained up right now. You can see Fusion's up into 13th after starting 19th, so been a great start for him, but he's still looking to gain more positions. We've got Gravity's looking close to Jamham. So you got Prondi's looking very, very close here. But Dominic, oh! Dominic had a bit of a moment there, but he's managed to catch it. Check, I believe, maybe his first penalty of the race already after 7 laps, so tell you the penalties are taking place. But Dominic has put back up the inside into the right-hander, Bruno Will. Bruno Will's going to get a better exit here, but he's got DRS and Dominic hasn't. So it looks like Bruno Will might actually have the edge on him into turn 4. He's up the inside. Can Dominic do the switchback? He has. He's back side by side now into turn 6 and 7. The end of sector 2. Dominic got running outside. They're both still side by side. This is a absolute brilliant racing. This is. But Dominic has got around the outside and he's kept the position. Oh, he's got technically got the position back around the outside of turn 7 into turn 9 and 10, and yeah, he's got the position done. But this track with the 3 DRS zones, this race just will never end until the pit stops come. It's looking very, very close. Not really overtaking opportunity to turn 1, but it's all about, this is the main overtaking opportunity here. Bruno Will looking, maybe he's going to try and stick it all his sides into turn 3 again, will he? No, he's going to hold off back. Eke is looking to join this battle as these guys are fighting away. It's allowing everyone else to slowly catch back up again. Is it going to be up the side? Bruno Will is up the inside. Dominic into turn 4. Well, Bruno Will is keeping up the inside. Dominic's trying to hold on. Dominic's going to keep the position for now. It's very clean and very fair racing right now, but very hard as well. So, Eke's caught up to the back of these guys. Looking a bit close between this midfield battle between the 2 Racing Points and Libero. Fucking oh, Libero broke a bit early there. Caught off Carl maybe, but looking very close. But contact, luckily enough. Look further down the back of the grid. Got the medium compound runners lagging behind a little bit. Fusion's still not able to get anything clinical. Looks like it's just a bit, but there's nothing special going on right now. Obviously, Mercury's done another pit stop that I've not seen. So he's obviously pitted onto the, maybe had some damage, just pitted onto the hards. So he's hoping he can take those tyres long. Oh, what's going on there? Fusion's looking for, Gravity has got past Jamham, I believe. And Fusion's looking to get into it. Clinical's also behind here as well. So he's looking at very, Fusion's just absolutely just gone for it. But Jamham's got the inside into turn 6. I'm guessing Fusion might pull out. No, Fusion, oh, there's contact. There is contact there. Fusion tried to get the insides, and Jamham obviously slowly understated it into Fusion slightly, and obviously Fusion had more downforce. And obviously touched the side pods, and it's a bit of a side contact, and the car stopped drifting. But luckily he managed to get away without a crash. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, is it 3 wide? It's 3 wide. Oh, the Racing Point, oh, the Alfa Romeo has spun. Who's that? That's Libero. Libero's down into 10th place. He's managed to keep it out of the barriers, I believe. Oh, and the Williams managed to avoid that somehow. But that's obviously contact. 3 wide into turn 1. Just does not go. But anyway, that's how it is for now. But Prondi all over the place on Dominic. Dominic's also over the place on Bruno Will. It's top 4 within a second, I believe. So this is looking. Looks like it's going to be going on for a little while. These soft runners are probably going to be pitting within the next couple of laps, I'm guessing. Maybe lap 16 probably look a bit good. Bondi drifting a bit wide there. But Brina Wells got a bit of a gap now, 6/10. I think Dominic's coming into the pits. He is. Brina Wells coming back into the pits as well. So the soft runs are coming in. Eke staying out. The top 3 are pitted. Let's stick with these guys to see how this will go. See if anyone can get any better, gain any positions from this. Onto the mediums they go. So I hope they're going to try and get them to the end. So they'll drop down to pretty much near the back of the grid. Brina Wells still staying ahead. Virgin Dominic, yeah, it's the same order on the way out of the pit lane. So there are no positions changed there. But Kyle's looking awfully close to his teammate. Enzo's defending up the inside. He's locked up, but Kyle's got the switchback. Will he be able to overtake around the outside? No, the inside tends a bit stronger there, as they have the line. But she's going to have to wait off for another lap or so. But yeah, no positions changed from now for the net top 3. Enzo's looking to go into the pits. Oh, Enzo taking the inside line. Kyle was unprepared for the slower apex speeds, and obviously had a bit of a clutch with his teammate there. But no, the rest of the people on the soft tyres are going to the pits. Kyle and Eke deciding to go for an extra lap longer. I say that, and Kyle gets a 3-second time penalty. But obviously, I'm guessing corner track ascending turn 1, which is a very easy one to do. I say Dominic's also got a penalty, so that's not good for the fight right now. How close that is, that could be a race changer. But looking a bit close here right now, with F1 Gravity, Jam Ham, and Toxic Fusion. Is he able to finally get past Jam Ham? No, he's going to think about it. He's going to hold off for now. But if he's quicker than these guys, he needs to get past these guys as quickly as possible. He looks up the inside 6, but nothing you can do really here. Look further down the field. It's all kind of separated for now, so everyone's getting their gaps down. Not looking much is happening after this pit stops. So it's all looking spaced out a little bit, but Fusion is staying up behind Jam Ham. But that's Eke into the pits. Kyle's staying out for another lap, so that's very interesting. So that's very interesting, that is. So he's going to try and extend those tyres as much as he can, then obviously trying to use the fresh tyres to his advantage at the end of the race, if they are taking these tyres at the end of the race. But not 100% sure. I haven't done the race round in a long time, so. And he's up into 7th. These guys were at the bottom of the grid, but everyone else made the pit stops. These guys yet to pit. So Fusion. Oh, there's been damage. Is that damage? I think Fusion might just hit Jam Ham, I believe.
Back. Hello? Jam Ham?
Jam Ham?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? I think I'm back into the lobby.
Wait, I haven't seen you appear up.
Can you hear me?
Well, I think Fusion has got damage from that though. He is coming to the pits. So Fusion's into the pits.
He's into the pits then. So Carl was into the pit lane, so Gravity's had to carry on. Same with Jam Ham, it looks like.
I'll stay down.
Clinical as well, new driver, so it's going to be good. Perondi then, smashed up in a race, so he's been up there in P8 at the moment.
I don't know if you saw it, but I believe Fusion hit Jam Ham in the back into turn 4. The tight right-hander that the Perondi is about to approach. I think they were hit there and he lost some of his front wing. So I think maybe Fusion outbrake himself, or maybe Jam Ham could have brake checked him slightly. I don't know, but I didn't get quite good view from that. But that's how it is for now.
Well, I think we're just going to have to wait for the people to come into the pit lane. Eke has made his pit stop. Was that a few laps ago?
Eke pitted last lap. He's just pitted, so.
Oh. Danny's keeping Perondi behind, it looks like. Perondi's got some major lag going on at the moment.
Yeah, Perondi's running outside.
Danny's doing a good job of holding him up. Look at this. But the scenes here in Austria, he's really holding up the Red Bull at the moment.
The more Danny holds him up, the more the Prondi's going to fall behind Dominic, but he's got the position done.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if it's like that on your screen now, but
I don't know, but looking fine for me. Prondi's defending from Danny up into turn 3. Oh, there's contact! Oh, he's been spun! Oh, that's spun!
Oh.
Prondi's been spun by Danny.
Danny's been spun out. No, sorry, Perondi. Perondi has been spun out of the Austrian Grand Prix. I don't know what's been going on there, but it's a major lag on my screen.
I think what I saw. I think Danny was Danny was on the outside and Perondi was on the inside, and I think maybe a bit of lag, and they basically touched front and rear wheels and basically got spun by Danny. But I don't think it was intentional. And I think
it's not good
just being
at
spun.
all here.
So Perondi's
There's
lost
a little
that
battle
podium
going on
position.
though for P1 at the moment, Matt. A little battle going on.
Yeah, these guys still got a pit yet, but nice person he's going to miss the pit.
Jam Ham, Clinical and Buckley all on a set of mediums. Same with Bruno Will, but obviously he's on a set of soft gap mediums, and Clinical I think has let Bruno Will through there. Team orders there at Renault.
I'm seeing a lot of penalties going on right now.
Yeah, definitely a problem around Austria. But DJ Danny, once again, a collision with a driver this season. He's had a lot with Bruno Will, a lot with Perondi. It seems to be a lot with Brazilian drivers. Danny might have something to say in the stewards. I don't know.
Danny's got damage to his front wings. That's going to be hurting him until he pits.
That was a collision. I'm not sure. I don't know if that was lag that caused that, or
there was definitely some contact though, because Danny has definitely got damage from that. His left end plate's gone, so that's going to be hurting him until he pits. But luckily they're going to pit soon anyway, within the next, next 5-6 laps. So he's just going to stay out.
So Dominic needs to clear.
Bruno Will, it's just gone breeze past Buckley down the main straight. So Buckley, is he going to try and come back? Carl's got another penalty. That's his
16 for Clinical. Clinical is going to try and come back at Dominic, is he? No, he's not. He's going to stay there in P6.
Yeah, Clinical's not really needs to fight Dominic right now. That's not his fight. So he's got to pick his fights. I mean, just going to use Dominic as a buffer.
He's definitely fell back from the top 3 at the moment. Gravity, Jam Ham and Bruno Will definitely fell back at the moment. I think he was trying to let Dominic through there, or Echo through, one of the two. Echo's behind him, that could be it, but
Buckley
Dominic
choosing
through
his fights. Yeah.
Very, very interesting. Very commiserations though for Perondi. He had such a great qualifying.
Yeah, it's a real shame that is, because I know his connection's not always been the best, especially because he's been from Brazil, but obviously maybe some lag there. It's obviously been some contacts that they weren't expecting, so just got to see the replays of that.
P4 on the grid, you know, a very good position on the grid there, especially around Austria, all straight. So that was going to be such a good opportunity for some good points, but unfortunately, not to be for Perondi here this evening.
Danny's losing positions.
Oh, and we've got some
Jam Ham
chaos going on, and Danny's made another contact there down into turn number 2, up into turn number 2, and now we've got the 2 racing points going side by side. Carl versus Enzo. Here we go down the straight. Late break in there from Carl on the inside, and it's going to be on the outside, side by side into turn. I think that's 4 or something. I'm not sure. I think that's turn 4. And there you go, Carl up into P10 there. So that's a decent result there at the halfway point of the race, of course. Carl P10, Enzo P11, and Jam Ham P12, and he's going to follow them through. Hopefully try and mount an attack on the back of the racing points. Perondi then, Matt is going to have to claw his way back through the field, currently in P13. And he's got 3 drivers ahead of him. If he can clear these 3 drivers that are ahead of him, Matt, he could be on for at least some points here in Austria. Bruno Williams got the overtake done on Gravity, but that's expected. And now Dominic has got all these drivers in front of him to have to overtake, get up to Bruno Williams. It's going to be a difficult ordeal for Dominic.
I think Pondi's in a net P9 right now because 4 drivers ahead of him still have to pit yet of Clinical, Buckley and Jam Ham and Gravity. So he's in a net P9 right now. So he's got some positions to gain back if he wants to get in, especially into like the top 5 position.
Who's in the top? Oh, Prondi.
Yeah, net P5 right now.
I mean, he could even
P9,
jump these medium runners that are going long as well.
Yeah, but they're on the same strategy, so.
Yeah, because the gaps are so short. I can't speak this evening. Dominic Daly's going to go up the inside of Jam Ham. Here we go, up the inside, clean as you like, hit the curve. There you go, P3. Sweet, nice overtake move. Now he's got the slipstream on Gravity. He's going to have to just cut him off there. There you go.
That's
up the inside, back into the corner. There you go.
Oh, the Williams. I don't think Gravity like that. Because Gravity got hit in the back.
There, Buckley. Gravity's been involved in some contact there on a set of mediums, so he's on obviously worn tyres. Eke is getting involved in this as well. He needs to clear this without any damage, because he's got a race to win here. Jam Ham's in the pit lane. I think he's going to be followed by Buckley in, yeah. He's followed by Buckley. Eke continues, of course. And they've got to try and overtake Clinical here, who's behind Jam Ham in the Haas.
I believe if I was Jam Ham and Clinical, I would have pitted as well, because since these guys are still fighting, they're still fighting, so it's just going to slow them down. So Buckley and Gravity both are going to the soft tyres. Oh yeah, that's expected. These guys are going to get an absolute immense corner cut while those guys are still fighting. So they're probably going to gain these positions here. They're probably going to get the biggest gain of them all.
Sorry, Buckley's hit the wall on the exit of the pit, and I don't think he's got any damage, but that definitely lost him
all over Eke.
Danny, fast after the race.
It's on the soft tyres on lighter fuel, so it's quite.
And he overtakes over Unicorn. I don't think Danny is in a position where he's going to gain many positions from the pit stops, unfortunately, at this moment. He's lost too much time with that front wing damage he had.
Yeah, there's also
side by side, then Eke and Jam Ham. This could be dangerous for Eke. Round the outside. Sweet as you like. Fucking a P4.
Yep, Jam Ham's in the pits. I think Clinical's seen out another lap, which is very surprising.
Eke was on round the outside of Clinical. My mistake, sorry.
Clinical's seen out for another lap.
Eke's got a penalty there. A lot of penalties, as you said, Matt, here in Austria.
Yeah, turn ones is a big killer, because if you run wise, you fall to track, that's it's instant penalty, because the track comes back on the exit, so it's difficult to get that one right. And also the last 2 corners are very bad as well for it. So
definitely, Bruno Will is doing a France performance right now. He is reeling in those lap times at the moment. 3 seconds separate him and Dominic, and a sector ago it was 2.5, so he's pulled out so much time over Dominic. I think Dominic could definitely be struggling in that second sector where Bruno Will is so confident. I think that could well be the problem here for Dominican. Oh, Clinical's out of the race. Clinical is out of the Austrian Grand Prix. He's binged it on the curb and he's out of the race, and he's sorry for the French here, but he's fucked it, and he's caused virtual safety car here in Austria.
Yeah, everyone's slowing down.
Big scenes on his return to the league. Fucked it on the curb. Sorry for my French. Fucked it on the curb. And in a gravel he goes. That's not a good Austrian race for him. He's out of the Grand Prix in the first
That's a very strange place to crash, not going to lie.
He binged it on the curb, and then he just went flying into the gravel trap.
It's not really a curb I would expect people to spin on, to be honest, because it's quite a flat curb. But that case went wise.
So yeah, virtual safety car that was decent.
It's back to green now, so it's a quick one.
I mean, we could have had a proper safety car, but I'm not moaning.
Yeah.
It's you know. But anyway, Enzo P7 at the moment, he's hunting down Chirpery. He's got some decent pace.
Oh,
here
Urban
in
Unicorns.
Austria. Urban Unicorn has left the session and he's in the pit lane. So he's obviously retired. He's had enough of the Austrian Grand Prix. He's had enough. And he's going to pack his bags and we'll see him next week in Britain.
Eke had a DRS issue early in this race, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm correct, Hamjam's also got a DRS issue as well, because he's not using his DRS either. So I think that's 2 drivers
in
now
the
that have DRS
Mercedes?
issues. Yeah, Hamjam. I believe he's
I'll
not
tell you
got
something,
DRS.
Enzo's
okay,
got
he's
some
using his time,
decent pace,
so he's got DRS again.
Sorry, no, Kyle. Kyle, sorry, Matt. Kyle's got some very good pace around this Austrian race. Very good pace at the moment.
I believe
DRS
that might have been a warning there.
In a situ Macherka. Up the hill then, Matt, here we go. In the slipstream, pulls to the inside. Macherka's going to turn that inside. He's going to pull to the outside now. He's going to have to use all the pace. Around the outside, right, he's going to have to execute now on the exit. Here we go, DRS in deployment. Here we go, DRS down the straight. He's going to be able to pull to the inside, but no, Cherka's going to defend his line there on the inside, fully entitled to do so. Running outside, treat as you like, past the line. There you go, slap in the face, getting the beach check up in the P5 goes.
Cherka's coming back there.
Go up into P5, but Cherka's running outside, it's the same out. Running outside, but no, can't do it. Kyle's got other answers for the Ferrari, and up into P number 5 goes Kyle. Next up for him is Murray, 3.6 seconds down the road. There you go, sweet as you like. That's what we like to see. Sweet and fair, fast overtaking.
Normally,
slick work of the Ferrari.
Normally, when you approach turn 6, which is that first long left-hander, if you have the
Enzo, what's happened to Enzo? He's out of the race.
He's in the pit lane, so
he's put in such good position, and he's out of the race.
He's retired in the pit lane, so obviously he had some sort of issue.
There you go, he's gone, he's out of the race, he's binned it. Second retirement there of the Grand Prix. Burundi then is behind Hamjam here, Matt, for P number 7 of the race. Cherka's coming back at Kyle. And there's a yellow flag apparently in Sector 1. I think that's for Enzo's retirement there in pit lane. I don't know why there's a yellow flag in Sector 1, but it doesn't matter really. Because we've got a very good battle on our hands here in Austria.
Also got Murray also very close to Eke, so that's also one to watch as well.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on this.
Remember Eke's and Kyle on slightly fresher medium tyres, so they're looking a bit stronger. But let's just see what these guys on the softs can do, if they can catch up to these guys.
Oh, here we go, Burundi, what a run here on Hamjam, what a run. He's going to pull to the inside line now, and he's Rocket Williams. He can't do it. He's not got the rocket pace down the straight there. We have to wait for another opportunity down up in the turn number 2.
Murray's looking very close to Eke into turn 3.
And they're looking quite close to Dominic as well. Dominic has not got the pace as I was reckoning for him in well, for this race really.
Yeah.
Pierre Bruno Wells just on a different level.
He was like 3 seconds a good few laps ago, but it's the flag in sector 3.
Had a white in sector 3, sorry?
Yeah, the flag in sector 3, I don't know what that was for.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
But yeah, I think, pretty sure when Dominic managed to get back into second place, it was like 3 seconds, about 10 laps ago, so he's slowly pulling away. But nothing major. But Eke got past Murray? I think he did. Yeah, Eke's got past Murray. Up into 3rd place. Didn't see that one.
Here we go. Look at Burondi's speed around the corners. Here we go. DRS, Matt. Here we go. DRS for Matt now. For Burundi, rather. He can't get it. He's not got that rocket pace once again.
Might as well wait out into this into the next DRS zone and then overtake up to this corner.
In the slipstream. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at the speed. Look at the... No, can't do it. What is going on with Burundi?
Well, Hamjam's got DRS off the other 2 ahead, so he's obviously not getting that advantage.
Is that what it is? Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's why.
Looking at the other 2 ahead,
Cherka's looking close to Kyle.
Kyle made mincemeat of Cherka last lap, well, a few laps ago, and now Cherka's going to try and make mincemeat of Kyle's racing points. And Fusion now gets fastest lap. Fusion's had a very dismal season. He's currently in P13. He's had a very dismal season. Running around the outside of Japman. Here we go, Hamjam rather. Here we go. Running outside. He's gonna force him wide, side by side. And there you go. P number 7 for the Williams. But Ham Jam, there you go. I have to look to the left because the names confuse me. He's going to now be in that slipstream, back in that slipstream on the Brazilian. Oh,
Rondi's still got a DRS
full of
there.
action.
Yep, that's what Austria does. It's short straights, 3 DRS zones, tight corners. Also have some high-speed corners where you can get good side-by-side action if you can get side-by-side. It can always be good.
Yes, he got some side-by-side action with Parondi and Ham Jam that lap. That was very good. You know, Ham Jam, this is the both Ham Jam and Jam Ham Brothers' second season, and I'm still getting confused with their names.
Yeah. It's the cars, that's what happened.
It doesn't matter about that, because Churka's got the inside of car, and Cardi made mincemeat of Churka's front wing there. That was absolutely going to end in dismal scenes here in Austria.
Oh, he's
but
got the inside.
Churka does the cut back, up
that's
the inside,
contact.
40 him
Fusion's
off,
gone.
and there you go. Up.
Fusion has left the game. Perondi's just stuck up the inside. I honestly thought Perondi was going to hit Kyle there. He went to dive up the inside into the second.
Move up the inside of the Force India there. What a move.
Fusion's just left and he's on the wet tyres. Could he selected the wrong tyre compound?
I have no idea.
That's the strange one, because the wet tyres you have to select twice the right to get anywhere near the dry tyres. Oh, the racing
Very
point.
dismal.
What Kyle doing there? Bit of a dread over the wheel. Kyle's.
Oh, here we go. It's all kicking off down here. Here we go. We've got Ham Jam. Oh, I still get confused. I have to look. Ham Jam, Parondi, Kyle and Churka. And then we've got Mari 4 tenths behind Eke. So it's all kicking off in this Austrian Grand Prix. 1.3 seconds separate Eke and Dominic. So we could be seeing some very interesting final moments battles here, Matt, here in Austria.
Yeah, we just got to see. Oh, the racing point's gone a bit wide there. We don't want to see what he.
I've seen that. Kyle.
Clinical did. We want to see that happen again.
Right, here we go. Parondi then is going to be in that slipstream. He's going to duck right into that diffuser there of Kyle. Here we go. I can't speak. He's going to get ready to pounce now. Here we go. DRS once again for the Williams. Here we go. Side by side action. Probably happening very soon, Matt. Here in Austria. Carlin P number 6. He's going to be on the charge to Churka here. So it's a very good battle actually.
Jam's struggling for traction.
Very close as well.
3 is playing back a little bit, but it's a live car train. This is so it's interesting. This will be. Yeah. Let's see who come out on top.
Very interesting. Here we go. Carl was hungry to get that position back. You just know it.
Yeah.
He's thinking, right, I've made mincemeat of Churka a few laps ago. I'm going to make mincemeat of him again.
It's very awkward being in that position with Kyle and Parondi and Ham Jam, where they've got cars in front and behind very close, where you have to attack and defend at the same time. So you're looking behind and ahead of you. So it's very difficult.
Yes, definitely.
To keep concentration.
Especially around Austria as well, with all the straights. You need the overtake and the energy saving for Austria to attack down the straight.
Before you know, you might be attacking someone, you'll find out somebody else is stuck inside of you before you even realise.
Yeah.
So.
Kyle then.
Parondi's looking much closer.
Slipstream of Churka, but Parondi's in the slipstream of Kyle. And then you've got Ham Jam closely behind him, and Libero is closely behind him as well. I just see some guy inside. No, that was just the camera angle that I was using. Kyle then slipstream on Churka. Here we go. Churka's the most vulnerable, of course, leads in the pack because he's got no DRS. Here we go. Late braking. Kyle's got the line, Matt. Here we go. All the way around the outside. Is he going to have the traction? Not really. No, can't do it.
Kyle's laps are 2 laps younger, but it doesn't seem. Oh, it does a touch! That was a touch.
Oh, and he's hit Churka there, and Parondi's got the opportunity now. Is he good? No. Scrap that. Scrap getting hyped about that because Parondi can't get the overtake done. So there's no point getting.
Let's go back around the outside into turn 9.
Oh, here we go. Kyle, here we go. Go around the outside. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's like.
I'm going to say, Kyle, go around the outside. Oh, kicking off. Look at this. 5 drivers down the straight. Here we go. This is incredible scenes here in Austria. And Parondi's hit the back. Well, that might be the lag.
Yeah, it could be. But yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Choker's going to be made mincemeat of here. He's going to get put in that spaghetti bolognese at the Italian Grand Prix. There you go, Rani outside. And there you go, sweet as you like there from Carly's up. But Choker's got DRS back on Carly. Here we go. Here we go. Sector 2 yellow flag. What's been going on down there? Because we've got... Oh, someone's spanned. Someone's out. Someone's out. There's been a collision. Mercury's gone. Mercury's gone. Mercury's span. Mercury's had some sort of collision. Something's gone on to Mercury.
It's been a very, very bad race for Mercury. Like, he's been absolutely
very bad.
I mean, he started the back of this damage at the start, I believe.
Very annoying for Tron because he should really be up there, you know, battling with Bruno, Will, Dominic. Shouldn't really be battling with these, midfield runners.
When it's just when you got one car to overtake and they're all in their own fights, it's very easy to pick the driver off with the obviously because the cars in front have also got DRS, it's hard to overtake. And he's got to hope that actually Kyle pulls away, so then Churka doesn't have DRS and Brundy can use his DRS to overtake Churka and then chase up to Kyle. But we've only got 3.5 laps left, so he's got to make a move on.
Definitely. I think it's safe to say, Matt, keep an eye on the battle. I was going to keep an eye on the penalty, but I think it's safe to say that, wow, Bruno Will has had an exceptional Grand Prix. No penalties, one warning. He goes away with 2 races in a row used for his championship.
Behind the race.
Sorry to cut you off there. Eke now running outside of Mari there as they come down up in a turn number 2. Mari's going to try and defend that, but he can't really do that. He's not got the pace. And Eke there up into P at number 3. Sorry to cut you off there, Matt. But that was a big move there for Eke for the P3. Points at the inside, points at the inside of Churka. Points at the inside of Churka, Matt. Here we go, running out of the inside. And there you go, sweet as you like. But Churka has now got that DRS, that drag reduction system now as they come down up into turn number 4. And there you go, Parondi makes mincemeat again of Churka. There you go, Matt. Sweet
Kyle next should be easier now because obviously Kyle's the car ahead of this group, so he's not going to have DRS. If Brondi can get close enough, it should be maybe a lot more easier to take.
Pace around Austria.
It's going to be a lot easier now.
With only 2 laps remaining now, Matt.
Yeah, it's going to make that. It's going to get it done. If he wants to get that top 5.
Parondi then. I mean, it'll be a very good comeback to come up in the P5. Given how close this pack is.
It's been like this now since like lap 25, so been 10 laps of it. Just beyond this, so he's gonna watch out for that. Say that Carl's on 5%.
Well, they do gain a lot in the braking. So it's very hard braking zones.
He's already in the red, and that's going to hurt him because Brondy's got DRS and slipstream and has more ERS than him, so he's going to absolutely gain so much.
Here we go. No, can't do it.
Yeah, Carl's going to have to stick it into 0 down here.
In my opinion.
Carl's just got to do is stick it into none down here because if he wants to protect his position, he's got to get some of his battery back to have some sort of fight back on Parondi. Otherwise, he's going to get absolute breeze past.
Yeah, here we go. Parondi's really looking strong now as they come on now to the final lap. This race has flown by. The final lap of the Austrian Grand Prix. Here we go. DRS. I remember lap 1. I lagged out. Seems like 10 minutes ago. Down then up into turn number 1. Here we go. This has to be an incredible first corner, and it is for Parondi. Excuse me.
Mari and Eke having fights, swapping positions again. I think Mari's just got ahead of Eke again.
Mari's got overtaken.
So Mari's overtaken Eke back again. Yep, so it was Eke behind Mari, and Eke managed to overtake Mari, and Mari's got back ahead of Eke now on the last lap.
Here we go. Kyle. Everyone's got their take on
Kyle has not got the ERS to do it.
Nah, Kyle can't do it.
As soon as you hit under 10%, that's it. You start losing power dramatically. It's yellow flag, you take to 1. So it's a Toro Rosso. I think it's Dom, I think. But anyway, Bruno Will's coming back to the finish line now.
Dismal start. Oh, yeah, dismal race here. And Bruno will win the Austrian Grand Prix live from Spielberg. Second will be Dominic. But actually, second will be Mari due to penalties. Ooh. Third will be Dominic. Fourth will be Eke. Fifth will be BRL Parondi.
Kyle.
Sixth,
absolute
Kyle
fall down. Yeah, someone quite a few
Fucking
penalties from him.
means.
He had quite a few penalties, so not surprised that one.
I don't know what's going to happen with the interviews due to Dominic. He's not actually able to do an interview, and I don't know about Mari's English, so we might not even get a podium interview tonight. It'll be a nice quick end to the stream now. Buckley then is going to come round and he's going to finish in P12. That alternate strategy did not work for him. And,
Buckley! That's not
wow,
something
there you
I'd
go.
like to witness.
16's there for
Buckley
Buckley.
obviously not happy. I think
Race,
he might be in the
He would have got no
driver.
points. He would have got no points anyway, Matt. So it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. Okay, let's see what the podium for Bruno, Will, Mari, and Dominic. So 2 Brazilians on the podium. If I haven't lagged out, it said the host was migrating. 2 Brazilians on the podium, Matt.
Obviously the
Did
Brazilians
it say
absolutely.
disconnected? Did it
Yeah,
say
you've gone.
disconnect? You.
But yep,
Oh,
the
are you
Brazilians
still in the
have-
lobby?
Yeah, I'm still in the lobby, but the Brazilians obviously dominating that podium. I think it was 2 Brazilians in the podium
Definitely.
last race as well, so it's looking strong for the Brazilians.
Yeah. Very good. Very
So, yeah.
good.
So yeah, I got
Yeah.
Bruno Will in first place and Mari in second, taking second place off Dominic after the penalties. Eke down in fourth after all of that. Perondi finally managed to get up into P5 after chopping his way through the field. Got Hamjam in 6th, Libero in 7th, Churka in 8th, Gravity in 9th, Kyle in 10th, Jamham in 11th, Domi in 12th, Buckley in 13th after that crash. Urban Union Corn lap behind in 14th, Danny lap down in 15th, Fusion down in 16th, Mercury 2 laps down in 17th, and Enzo and Clinical, the 2 non-finishers.
Wow, there you go, Matt. I don't think we're going to have any interviews to what I stated previously. We're going to see if we can get them in. I'm not too sure. Not quite sure. Let me just quickly see if we can get anybody in. I'm not sure whether Bruno Will is actually able to talk English. I don't know, unfortunately. I don't think Dominic's on. Okay, well, in case we will end the live early this evening due to people not being able to be interviewed tonight. So what an action-packed Austrian Grand Prix. Thank you, Matt, for being our saviour this evening, for coming in place of Rixie. We do wish him a speedy recovery. But what an action-packed race, Matt. Any final thoughts on that Austrian Grand Prix tonight?
It's just racing was clean. People fighting on 5-car battles. Nothing much else you could really ask for, to be honest. So
very, very good. So everyone, thank you for watching the Austrian Grand Prix, STB Racing League Season 16. Do join me and Matt next week. That's what I'm thinking, due to Rix's circumstances. Do join us next week for the return to the home of motorsport. We go to the Silverstone. So do join us next week for the British Grand Prix. We'll see you next week.